Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Anybody here? Hello, guys. How's it going? Long time no see. Look at my hair. Oh, I'm just so tired of my hair. But I'm here in the restaurant. We're almost there. Finally almost there, guys. Oh my God, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. I posted some pictures today on the pages of showing like before and after. Man, we've been just cleaning and 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 cleaning some more. Yeah, it's been crazy, but I'm glad that like we're done doing the major things like cleaning. Man, when y'all see these restaurant kitchens, it's honestly like sad to see these restaurants in the state that we've seen them in, because it's like y'all are really feeding people out of these nasty, nasty kitchens. It's crazy. But that's what happens when you go out to eat. You never know what's going on back there in the kitchen with these restaurants. But my favorite part is the curtains. I really like the curtains. Now somebody got a flat tire out here. I really like these. I don't know if y'all can see them that good. That's how they look. Kitchen nightmares. Thank you. Yeah, it's getting there, honestly. I think like as time goes on, we'll get more things like decor wise for out there. But here's the kitchen, guys. Should have seen how dirty that was. Oh my God. And the amount of money that it costs to get this thing cleaned is crazy. Even the ceiling, we had to have it cleaned because it was so dirty. But that's what it looks like. Everything's pretty much in order. Yeah. Except we gotta get like paper towels and soaps and stuff, but other than that, we're pretty much ready. So now we're just waiting on like the health department. So hopefully we get an opening date soon. once they come in and check everything, hopefully everything is A1 with them and they say that we can open. That'd be great. But I look a mess, honestly. I need my hair done. Michael. But yeah, other than me trying to get this restaurant together, nothing else has been going on. So I haven't been vlogging because it's just been like me being here at the restaurant pretty much most of the day since I came back from my trip. So not much to vlog. I'm still doing Turo. But yeah, my car is on pause right now because my last guest, she like basically like tried to ask for a refund, and I was just like, first of all, she rented from me for like 2 days, right? And then she wanted to extend for another day, so I let her extend. And she told me about something that was going on in the car, which is like the center console doesn't close. So yeah, I was just like, yeah, that happened previously, you know, don't worry about it. Like, we're not gonna get charged for it or anything. So everything went good, and then she extended for another day. I let her extend for another day, and then she dropped off the car. And then probably like later that night, the same day that she dropped off the car, I got an email from Turo saying that she was requesting a refund for 1 day. And so I contacted Turo and I was asking them like, what the heck is going on? And she basically had wrote them and said that she was promised a refund. And I was like, I didn't promise her no damn refund. I don't know if they promised her a refund, but she said the car was wobbling or something and that the center console wouldn't close. So when I got the car back, I didn't notice anything. It wasn't wobbling or anything like she said it was. And then I was driving the car, and I've been driving the car just to like see how it's driving. And it seemed like it's driving fine, but for some reason when I press on the brakes, there's a weird sound coming from like the front. And I just had brakes put on, so I don't think it's that. It might be like something else going on with the car. But her like lying and saying the car is wobbling and trying to get a refund, I was just like, oh god, that is freaking ridiculous. But I had gave her 5 stars because I felt like nothing happened during the rental. She brought the car back fine, and then she came and freaking gave me 3 stars. So that brought my like rating on Turo down to like 4.5 because of her. So I was just like pissed off at that, and I'm just gonna keep off the car for now until I can get the noise fixed, whatever the noise is. I'm not really sure, but yeah. So I was pissed. Like that day I was so pissed. Oh my god, I was just like, really? If there was an issue with the car, you could have brought it back when you were supposed to bring it back, right? Or you could have told me that same day that you picked up the car that there was something wrong, and I would have just told you to just bring the car back. But yet you didn't tell me nothing was wrong besides the center console, which I already knew about. But then you're gonna turn around and like try to get a refund and extend the rental instead of bringing it back when you so-called said something was wrong with the car. So yeah, just, you know, I'm not gonna let that one person like stop me from trying to do Turo or whatever. I'm still gonna do it because obviously I won't be using my car really at all once this restaurant's open. So I'd rather be making some money on the side from that. So I'm gonna keep doing it for now. And yeah. Who's the chef? My business partner. My business partner. Hi, Tina. Charge them for a ticket. Honestly, if a owner comes back and charges them for a ticket, they must have looked at the dates that the car was out, because that just happened to me. It wasn't a ticket, but like it was a tolls, and I just looked at the dates that this person had the car and took a picture of everything and went through Turo app, and she ended up paying it, but it was only like $8 for tolls. So if they weren't for the dates that you had the car, then I would just contact Turo and not pay that. That's what I would do. Yeah, I know there's some Turo hosts out here that probably like do shady stuff with like their car maintenance or like damage to their car, but as long as like you take pictures of the car and everything, you should be fine. As far as like freaking like engine or like something big like that, that's not really the driver's problem. That's the owner's problem. Yeah, that girl was definitely a jackass. I wish I could just block her off the platform and not like let her rent from me again. You can wait to rate the customers. I think you have like 9 days, but in that case, like I was just like, no, like everything went fine, so it shouldn't be no issue. But from now on, I'm just gonna wait until like the last minute after everything's all said and done, because you're not about to sit there and give me 3 stars and I give you 5 stars, and then you're gonna come back after the fact trying to do all this weird stuff on the back end. No, I want other hosts to know what these drivers are doing so they can use their own discretion to rent to them if they want, you know? Can't please everybody. That's true. That's true. I can only do what I can. I'm still gonna rent out the car, but like people like that, I just like, please. 3 tickets unpaid, so it seems they might fight. Yeah, honestly, I would just call Turo like off the quickness and be like, I'm not even dealing with this if it was during dates that I didn't even have the car. Can't wait to see the update. I just showed the restaurant. That's the update. We're still not open yet. The landlord came today and picked up the rents, man. We had to drop, I'm not even gonna say, but we had to drop some extra money for something. You know, there's some other stuff going on like behind the scenes with like the landlord and everything that hasn't been the best, I would say. I can't go into details, but y'all know how some of these landlords are, you know. It's like at first, you know, we were happy we found this place because like everything was pretty much in place. We had to just bring in like our equipment, like our range and stuff, and we thought like this was the best place. But there's a lot of restrictions with this place. Like we can't have like liquor here because of his rules. We can only have beer and wine. So yeah, I don't know, just and some other things going on that like I just felt like were not the greatest. But you know, maybe if you know, we're not in this space anymore, I can tell you guys. Bet she ran over something. You know, that's another thing. I haven't looked under the car. I'm gonna have to have somebody look at it to tell me like what's going on down there, because I really don't know. I drove to Raleigh yesterday and it drove fine. It's just when you press on the brakes, there's a weird like knocking sound almost. Maybe later, are you and your partner gonna offer delivery? We actually had planned on offering delivery through like, you know, Uber Eats and stuff. And we had signed up to like have it integrated into the toast machine. But we've talked to like several other restaurant owners, and they're saying if you don't hike the price up on your food, that, you know, you're gonna basically lose like 40% or something. And the plan that we had signed up for, they were gonna take 30%, but these other people told us like on the back end there's some sort of advertising cost that's 10% or something. And we're just thinking for now we're just gonna offer, you know, pick up or whatever. You can come pick it up, and then maybe later we, you know, try out DoorDash or Uber Eats, or maybe even just have our own delivery through our own website or something. So we're gonna see how things go. We have to see how the public react to this, because it's something new to them. You know, a lot of people that we talk to don't know anything about Ethiopian food, and so it's going to be like a learning thing for them, you know. But there's people who are traveled and they've been places and they've lived other places, especially like DMV area. Most people know about Ethiopian food from DMV, so yeah. But we'll see how it goes, guys. We'll see how it goes. See you later, Michael. Tina, Ethiopian food. Ethiopian. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of like support from the community, even like us not being open. We're on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and there's already a good amount of people interested in sending us messages talking about where's the menu and can we buy injera and can we buy teff. So we'll see. I'm excited. We've been having a hard time with like trying to find employees, so it might like literally just be us two and a dishwasher, which is a little scary to think about, because I mean, if this place is busy and it's only me waiting tables, that might be interesting. What state? North Carolina. We're in North Carolina. The name of the place is Aksum. It's AXUM. It's gonna be AXUM, and we decided that we're gonna put Ethiopian at the top of the restaurant outside, just so like people can know that it's Ethiopian food, and then we're just gonna have Aksum on our door. Because we thought if we put Aksum up there, nobody's gonna know what that is. They're gonna be like, what is that? No one knows what Aksum is. But yeah, when I tell you that sign cost an arm and a leg, it cost an arm and a leg. Aksum, yes, Daniel, that's what it is. Aksum. I was the first person to cook on that. Oh my god, it smells so good in here. This is where all our teff is. And then stuff that got shipped here from Ethiopia. Seasonings, spices, and stuff. Oh my gosh. Exciting. This stuff is heavy, y'all. We gotta get some more containers for the spices. We're gonna try to get some more of these. Yeah, buddy. Too far for you to try? When it's ready, you can do a tour. I just did a little mini tour just a little while ago. It's not too big. It's not like massive. So it's just pretty much, you know, the front room and the kitchen, and that's it. Whew. And this little office. We still got to try to hook up our cameras, man. My business partner was up in the ceiling yesterday trying to like connect our register to our internet, and we just had to take it up into the ceiling. But when we looked up there, there's so many wires and we don't know what's what. And even the wires that were hanging down from like the previous restaurant that was here, they weren't even hooked up to anything. So we like literally pulled them out because they weren't hooked up to anything. So I don't know if y'all are in the Fayetteville area. Like, the way this restaurant was set up and the way they had creatures, I wouldn't recommend going to that restaurant. These cameras were in here already, and I think the brand is called Zosi, Z-O-S-I. Zosi, I think. So we gotta figure out DVR situation to hook it up. We don't have an opening date yet. We have to wait on the official word from the health department. Once they say we can open, then we can open, but they still have to come in and like check everything. So yeah, that's what we're waiting for. But we're pretty much ready to go. Just need like little decor things. I feel like some things we'll probably just get as we kind of go along and see what, you know, we want to get for decor. I really wanted to get those like basket things. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but they're like wall baskets. I just saw this thing on Pinterest and like other Ethiopian restaurants that I've eaten at, like in the DMV area. They have these baskets and they're just so, I don't know, it just brings the vibes that you want. And yesterday we went to Raleigh and we went to like a guy that somebody recommended us to, who owns like a smoke shop out in Raleigh. And then he like kind of opened up the wall and made like a butcher shop and a little store next to it for like Ethiopian products and food and stuff like that. So we got a lot of advice from him, which was awesome. All because we found this Ethiopian lady on base and she told her husband, and then the husband was like, oh, I know these guys in Raleigh, and they connected us with them. So yeah, it's been good getting connected to like different business people and learning and getting advice from them. You're trying to do Airbnb in Jamaica? I would love to do something like that, or just like own property there. That'd be great. Real estate will be in the works. We got to get this restaurant off the ground though first. Are you still doing gig work? I am still doing it, just a little bit, really, just to kind of pay my house bills or whatever, but not like that. I haven't worked in like 2 weeks, and I'm just starting to start back work again because we finished everything in the restaurant. So yeah, if I have time, like it depends, like if the restaurant is slow and things like that, I might still continue that just as a backup to you know, be able to pay the bills, right? So, you know, I can still have it in my back pocket if I need to. This last 2 weeks, I've been missing just being out doing Amazon, just being out, listening to my music in my car, driving. I've been missing it. And I try to get back in today, but for some reason, Amazon orders are not popping up. So I try to get on Spark, and Spark, I don't know what's going on. I was sitting at a Sam's Club for like 30 minutes and the order wasn't coming out. So I was just like, forget it. Forget it. Lolo. Palolo. But yeah, y'all. Let me show y'all the outside. Hold up. Oh shoot, what is that? I feel sorry for this person. I don't even know where they went. If they just left their car there or what. This is where we're located. Spark is getting too saturated. It might be. I don't know. I don't think it's as busy. Like, whenever I go past any Walmarts, I never see, like, cars lined up anymore like I used to. Like, I used to see cars just lined up for pickups, and now I don't know what's going on, honestly. Gig work was hot during the pandemic. It sure was, man. I made tons of money. When everybody was inside, especially when it first started and like restaurants closed in the DMV area, like you couldn't dine in. It was so good. It was so good. Oh my gosh. Amazon slowed down. I don't know what's going on with Amazon. Like, even though I haven't been working, I've been checking the app to see like if anything was popping up. Nothing was popping up. I wasn't getting any notifications, nothing. And then I finally got a notification yesterday, and I thought it was for today, but the whole time it's for next week, for next Thursday. And I'm just like, why would they do that? Like, I'm trying to work the next day, not next week. I don't know what's happening next week. I thought that they were moving like warehouses down here in Fayetteville because, you know, well, you won't know unless you lived here, but basically they got this big old warehouse here, and they said it was going to be open in 2023. Still was not open, and they've been using like the small warehouse that's attached to FedEx. So I thought they were moving. Maybe that's why there was like a delay, but it seems like they're still using the small warehouse. Looks like a busy area. Yeah, this street right here, Cliffdale, is super busy. The owners was even telling us that like they get like $40,000 people driving by every day. I don't know how accurate that is, but he said like it's public information on public website. I haven't looked it up, but I see the traffic every day, so I can tell like it's a lot of people driving by. So hopefully once our sign gets up, they can see it while they're driving by and come on in. I don't know why it sounds like somebody's like on the roof or something. It's the weirdest thing. Or maybe it's next door. I don't know. People taking the low pay for Amazon. Yeah, typical. I was talking to one of the other drivers before when I was doing it consistently, and I was telling them I don't know why these drivers are accepting like the super low payouts for these blocks. And he's like, I don't. I wait until it goes up. I was like, I always wait until it goes up because there ain't no way that I'm about to accept less than $70 for 4 hours. Even if it takes less time, I still don't want to accept it. Is the rent good for the restaurant? I think this rent is super low for everything that we've been looking at. Before we got this place, we looked around like at so many different places. And when I tell you rent is not cheap, even here in Fayetteville for like commercial space, it's not. And right before we looked at this place, we looked at an empty place. It didn't have a kitchen. It didn't have anything. And what the hell was that? It didn't have anything. It was just like a bare shell, 4 walls. That's it. We would have to go in and like create a kitchen. So we looked at that and it was $3,200. And it was less square feet than this is. And it was $3,200. And that guy literally told us about this space. Right after he told us that, we came to this space, pulled up, we saw the sign in the window, called the landlord. I left him a message. I was like, call me back ASAP. And he called us back and we saw the place and met with him. And it's so crazy because the freaking landlord literally came to meet with us at one of his other restaurants because he owns like the entire strip that we're in. And he told us that his intention to come to meet with us was to tell us that we should get a food truck. He literally told us that. And then after that meeting, he was like, I think you guys got something good. It's a good idea. I'm not sure how it's going to go over as far as like people eating with their hands, but I think it could be a good thing for Fayetteville. And he gave us a chance when he came to that meeting with the intention to tell us like, just go get a food truck. And yet here we are. That's crazy. Really crazy. But I wanted to find the guy that told us about this place and just like send him like an edible arrangements or something, because I'm just like, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here right now. Like, honestly, we were talking about it yesterday and I was just like, can you imagine if that guy never told us about this place? Like, we wouldn't have been going to Raleigh when we were yesterday. I'm just like, all the things that we've been doing wouldn't have happened. We were trying to get in the mall for so long and somebody else beat us to it. So, yeah. You will be successful. I like how you aren't afraid to try new things. Yeah, honestly, like, if something ain't working for you, like, why not go and try something else? Like, y'all know me. I've had, like, many different jobs. I've tried all types of different things. I'll stay for a little bit, leave after I'm just not feeling it anymore. And a lot of people don't like that or think, it's something wrong with it or whatever. But at the end of the day, I can say I've been out on my own since I was 19. I've been paying my bills the entire time, regardless if I stayed at a job for a year or two. My bills is always paid, and I'm always, taking care of myself. I would say the only thing that I could have did better, even like switching jobs so much, is just like saving more money. But other than that, like, I don't think it's a bad thing switching jobs, especially if like, what your ultimate goal is, so if like you want to have a business and you eventually, you want to work for yourself, then that should be what you're thinking about, not really giving these companies that you're working for loyalty, for what? They're not gonna do shit for you in the end. I'm telling you. Yep, everything happens for a reason. That's what I was telling my business partner, because we've had like our ups and downs. Like, it's been tough. Just us going at it. Like, you have two people coming together trying to make this happen, and you have different opinions on just everything, right? Some things you won't agree on, but you have to compromise. Somebody has to compromise, right? At some point. And it's been rough sometimes, but we had to get over it, figure out how to work with each other, so now that we're done and the weight is lifted off our shoulders and we're just waiting on the health department, it's good. It's like you think about the arguments being worth it in the end, right? So, yeah, we'll see. Also, the freaking landlord is telling us, like, the restaurants here in the shopping center are making 30-40K a month. And I'm like, that's great for them. I'm shooting for $1 billion a month. I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about what your mindset would be if you're trying to build $1 million business versus $1 billion business, and the way you would go about things will be a lot different, right? Because you gotta take yourself out of it. So one of the things that our landlord requires of us in this restaurant is that we be here at all times, and that's something that we weren't expecting to have to like commit to when we went into this business. Like, obviously we want to have people working for us, but eventually I think down the line you want to like remove yourself from the business. You know, it's a business, it should run like by itself, right? But his requirements is that we are here every day. And so I think long term, this specific place might not be the place for us. And even just the restaurant in general, like, there's so much other business stuff that we want to do. And so we'll see. It might be like a short run type of thing. But we only signed a lease for 2 years. So we'll see. These jobs don't care about their employees. They really don't. They really don't. Like, I see like TikToks all the time, and even, oh my god, I'm so nosy. Oh, I thought that was somebody else. Girl, I thought I caught some tea. No, I didn't. Man, what was I saying? So I be seeing these TikToks, and these people be getting fired from these big jobs that they have, and they have these degrees and stuff, and these companies just could care less. Like, at the end of the day, they have to do what's best for their business, right? And if you're not an asset to them anymore, then they will throw you away. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. And the thing about it is, most of these people that even make good money, a lot of them don't even like their jobs either. Like, they're doing it, but they don't necessarily enjoy what they're doing. So I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and waste like 40 years of my life working for some company that I don't even like what I do. I just can't. I just can never. Salary is usually controlled. Yeah. Even when I was working at the post office, like, there's a cap. Once you get to that cap, that's it. You're done. There's no making more money. At least with business, there's opportunity to make endless amounts of money. There's no cap on how much you can make. We will see. You never know how much you can earn. Yeah, exactly. Just gotta put that effort in. We've talked about so much, like, you know, if things don't go well, or if the people here in Fayetteville don't receive it well, or anything can happen. But we gotta think of what we would do in those situations. And adding little things to the menu that might not be authentically Ethiopian to appeal to other kind of people might be something that we might have to do. We just have to see. But I think it should be good. The fact that we can say we're the first one in Fayetteville, I'm like, well, hello. Enjoy what you do, definitely. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I definitely think people should like do more of what they enjoy over just, oh, I'm just gonna take this job because it pays me such and such amount, but I could care less about, you know, the actual work that I'm doing in that job. Do I have any Turo bookings? No, I don't. I have the car unavailable at the moment. I'm not gonna put it back up until I get it looked at and figure out what that sound is, and then I'll put it back up. But I'm at like 6 bookings so far. I've had 6 bookings. I'm trying to get to 10 so I can become a super host, but I think there's some other like requirements to become a super host or all-star host, whatever it's called. I don't know. But when you are, you move up on the list. So like if somebody's searching a car, you're not at the bottom. And right now, like I'm kind of towards the bottom when I do a search. So yeah, people are still finding the car. Obviously it's listed, but you know, I want to try to get the center console fixed and the noise, and then I'm gonna get back to it. Does it need to be a certain year? Yeah, I think it's 11 years. It can't be more than 11 years old. So if your car is more than 11 years old, you can't put it on Turo. And then when you first start off, you can't have more than 130,000 miles with a car that's 11 years old. So those are the only 2 things that kind of stop you from using like older cars. I follow this one girl, she has like cars from 2007 on there, and that's because like she joined years ago, so that's why she has cars from 2007 on there. But starting off, yeah, it just can't be that old. I think for this area, I feel like economy cars would do better in this area, as far as like if you're appealing to people that live here and that maybe don't have cars, or that have a lower budget for a rental car if like their car is in the shop. I feel like a car under $40 a day would do better for those kind of people. And that's what that girl that I follow, she does. She does all economy cars. So I'm leaning towards that. If I get another car, I might even sell my car. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't have unlimited miles now. I have it at the lowest miles. I think it's like 200 per day. If I had it at unlimited miles, I would have to charge more. And I don't think I can really charge more based on the car that I have. So it's not going to be unlimited miles. And the cars that I do see that are unlimited miles on there, they're like more higher end, or like trucks, you know, or like large SUVs like Suburbans and stuff like that. They'll have unlimited miles, but they charge like $190 a day for their cars. So to me that makes sense. But like my little $46, $48 a day that I'm charging, I'm not giving them unlimited miles. Like, just no. And also I don't know, when I had my car at $50 a day, it just wasn't, I feel like it wasn't getting rented as often as I would wanted it to. So when I put it down to like 48, 46, then it started getting rented. So that's where I'm at now, still on the 40% plan. I got my little like savings book, and I'm trying to save it's like the $5,000.50 for 100 days. And then after that, I might go into another car, or just, I'm not sure. But if I can make $1,000, at least $1,000 a car while I'm working in the restaurant, that'd be great. So if I had 2 cars, a little $2,000 a month, I would be feeling good about that. So yeah, right now I'm just waiting because we're supposed to be having a warmer be delivered today, and then something's going on with the men's toilet, the men's bathroom. I don't know, there's like a weird funky smell coming from out of there, so somebody's gonna come and look at that. So I'm just gonna wait, since I was trying to do deliveries but it wasn't going so well, so here I am. Being lazy. Let me go get my coffee and be in my office. Y'all want to know how much this freaking thing costs? This. Just take a wild guess of how much you think that shit costs. It's a coffee maker. This is my personal coffee maker and my grinder. Right now I'm using some random coffee that I found. $2,500? No, too high. It's $900 for that specific one, new. But guess what we got? Where is it? Oh my god, it's back here. Ethiopian coffee. I'm so excited to roast that up. It's unroasted, unground coffee, and I want to make some probably sometime this week, because whenever I have the Ethiopian coffee, that stuff gets you hype, I'm telling you. And I'm gonna need it working in this damn restaurant. We've been having interviews. Oh my god, man, when I tell y'all, it's just been experience. Like, we haven't met not one person that we felt like wanted to work, could do the job, and was presentable during the interview. People literally will show up, and they will show up in just clothes that it seems like they just rolled out of bed in. Hair not done, just not presentable. I've never ever in my life showed up to an interview looking crazy. I just feel like you gotta be presentable, regardless of what the job is. You don't even have to like have fancy clothes, but like at least have yourself cleaned up. You know what I mean? I don't know. This guy came yesterday and he was just like, he really was getting real personal with his stuff that he was saying, and he was just saying like how he lives with his mom, and he lives with his grandma, and he moved out from where his mom was, and how he just doesn't work, he doesn't do anything, he hasn't worked in a while, and he's 30 years old, and how he wants to be called TJ, like his name was something else. I think he wanted to be called TJ, and he said it like 3 times, like 3 separate occasions he repeated the fact that he wanted to be called TJ. And he said he didn't want to be called Mr. or anything because he's not old. And I was telling him, like, it's not really about you being old, it's more of your workplace or whatever being professional with you, calling you Mr. whatever your last name is. That's not like uncommon. So yeah, we let him go on his way, because I was just like, no, it's a no. Just no. But it's been interesting. Very freaking interesting. Who's in here? Is it 13 people in here, or is it one person in here? I know I haven't been on live in so long. I always say I'm gonna start. I'm not even gonna say that no more. I'm not gonna say it. I'll just do what I can. I was looking for an editor because I was just like, I literally do not have time to edit videos anymore. I really don't. Like, I could film them, sure, but like editing them, no. So I was literally looking on Fiverr.com because I've used them before for other like YouTube stuff. And I was like, if I can find somebody reasonable that can do my videos, then I could at least put 4 videos out per month. But the only thing with that is I'm not making a ton of money on YouTube at the moment. And do I really want to take like almost all of my income to put it towards editing? I don't know. But it could add a little pizzazz to my channel, because when I edit like so basic, and like if somebody else is doing the editing for me, they can like add like cool shit to it. You know what I mean? Using the TJ. No, I don't really know why he was doing that. It was kind of interesting. It was just interesting. I don't know. I feel like people say a little bit too much during the interview that makes it not good for them. Like this one kid we interviewed, he literally told my business partner that like he likes to leave jobs because he gets bored. And I'm like, you know, I've been there, but I would not go into an interview and telling them that I like to leave jobs because I get bored. You know? Why would you tell me that? Because why would you tell me that? Like, there's no reason. You will not get hired. Are you crazy? Who knows what these people be thinking. We had an older lady come in here, and she was like 50 something, and she was like, yeah, you know, I just, you know, want to start working again. She applied for a waitress position. Just like, I don't know. I wish we had like a young Ethiopian or Eritrean girl to come be a waitress, you know, but my business partner knows almost all the Ethiopians that live here in Fayetteville. So we had one girl that possibly wanted to help out, but she's got a lot going on, so that didn't work out. And it would have been good, but yeah. We were thinking about posting on Facebook because we have it on Indeed, but we're just not getting anyone that we feel like is good enough. So I don't know if we post it on Facebook, will we get more quality candidates? What do you guys think? Facebook is popping. My Facebook got up and running, and it has the most followers since I started the pages, my Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. But Facebook is doing the most, even though we ran ads for Facebook and Instagram. So that probably could be why we're getting the attention on Facebook. But also we've had like a couple people share posts on there too. People that like to try restaurants, and they repost. I'm not Ethiopian, no. Whenever we're talking to somebody, they're like, are you Ethiopian? I'm like, no. And then my business partner's like, she's about to be. And I'm just like, what does that mean, about to be? But yeah, no, I'm not Ethiopian. I got introduced to Ethiopian food and culture when I was like 19 years old. And from that point on, I fell in love, especially with the food, because when I tell you, the food is... I love trying new foods. I will try any kind of food there is. Different countries, any kind of food, I will try it. And I've found that a lot of international cuisine be good as heck. It's better than American food. Way better. Better flavors, better everything. Yeah, they be saying I look Spanish. They be saying I look mixed. They be saying I look Ethiopian because of my forehead, y'all. And I just be like, girl, I'm American. Yeah. I really want to either straighten my hair or get like little short twists or braids for when we get ready to open, so I don't have to like deal with my hair, because man, I be losing like little hairballs. I literally was sweeping the floor out there in the dining room and I found a hairball, and I'm the only one that's been in here with curly hair, so it had to be my hairball. So I really don't want nobody finding no hairballs in their food from me shedding. But yeah, whenever I'm in the kitchen, I'm gonna have headgear on or whatever. But like, even if I'm serving the customers, I probably will still have a hairnet on, because I just don't. I get traumatized when, look how like one side is shorter. I need a haircut. Look at this. Oh no, child. I don't know. But yeah, I can't find no hair in my food, because if I do, I lose it. Like, I am traumatized from finding hair in my food. Bam, bam, bam. This is the other curtain thing that we're getting. It's gonna look like this with this sheer white part. This is the one we got now. This is the other one we're getting. I like this one. I think it's cute. But yeah. Oh, also, I didn't tell y'all that I deleted my Uber account today because I forgot to change my my license over to North Carolina, and somehow my Maryland license is suspended, because I think it's because I owe Maryland money from when I had my tags, when I switched over my tags or whatever. But my license is suspended in Maryland, and I never switched over to my North Carolina license. So I was contacting Uber to find out like why my background check wasn't coming back right. They were saying like something was up. So when they sent me the report, I looked it over and it shows like my old address and my old license. So I told them like I need to switch it over, and they're just like, okay, go ahead, submit it, and then they will, I guess, resubmit the background check. And then so they did it and they resubmitted it, and it still didn't change anything. So I don't know. I ended up deleting my account. So after like a week, I'm gonna sign up again, because I don't know. I feel like Uber has been, you know, probably my number 2 after Amazon. Nice fabric, yeah. That curtain came from Ethiopia. It came from Addis Ababa. His aunt made the curtains, or got the curtains made, and she shipped it to us. Basically, a freaking pilot friend of hers brought the bags of spices with him when he flew here, and we had to go pick it up in DC. And she also sent with him the curtains. So probably moving forward, we're probably not gonna do that because it costs a lot. It costs a significant amount of money to import these spices, to pay a pilot to bring them with him. And we found a store in Raleigh that has the spices, the stuff that we need, so we'll probably go through him to get the spices instead of paying like thousands just to pay a pilot to bring it. Period. I can drink coffee all day. All day, all day. All day, all day. Y'all know what I haven't been on that I miss? I don't know what happened to my account, but like Plenty of Fish, I used to get on live all the time. I used to be so pressed, and I haven't been doing that because I don't know, I lost my account and I couldn't log back in. And I've used like literally all my emails to make accounts on there, so I don't know what's happening. But now I figure once the restaurant opens, I'm gonna need to go live on like the restaurant stuff, so I'm not gonna have time to be like doing entertainment. Another thing, I haven't been drinking either. I was cut off. There hasn't been a need for me to drink, really, so I've been focused. Focus, man. $11. Hey, Stefan. How's it going? How's it hanging? I'm just here waiting on the crew to come. If my business partner comes, I'll ask him if he wanna be on cam. He don't want to be on social media. He don't want to be in like anything. So I said, when we open, I'm gonna be taking videos and you may be in the videos, so you part of it. You tuned in late. Oh yeah, I'll probably keep this live up just so everybody can get like an update of what I've been doing and everything. So yeah. I usually don't be keeping the lives up when I be talking reckless about random stuff. But this one, I wasn't talking too bad, so. I end up leaving it up. I don't know why these tweezers are in here. Ooh. Man, I haven't even been on YouTube lately. Haven't been watching any of my usual content. I usually watch Amberlynn Reed, and I try to check her out today, and it was just the biggest snooze fest I've ever watched. So I just stopped watching her. And then I watched Foodie Beauty, see what she was talking about, answering questions from people. haven't done a Q&A in a while. I wonder if I'll get any questions. Probably not. Probably not. She had this one question where this person was like, aren't you afraid to be over in Kuwait away from your family, and if something happens, la la la? I'm like, you cannot go through your life living like that. You know, if you want to be in another country across the planet, you do that. You don't stay because, oh, if something happens to my family, I gotta be close by. Live your life. Live your life. And if you want to live by your family, go right ahead. But other people, don't come for them because they want to see the world. Because that's me. I want to see the world, and I don't care who's coming or not. And my family, they'll be there when I get back. And if they're not, I can't worry about that. Because I'm going to do me at the end of the day. Y'all get it? You get my gist? You know what? My mom used to tell me years ago to start a YouTube channel, and I never took it seriously. She was telling me years ago, like, oh, they're making money off here. And I was like, oh, I have no interest. But imagine if I started, like, back then, where I would be now. And I've been on YouTube for, what, 5-6 years now? Almost 7 years, probably. I think 2017 is when I got on YouTube. And lately I was feeling like, I don't know if the effort of me putting into YouTube is worth it anymore. Like, it doesn't make that much money when I'm not doing like USPS videos or like Amazon. My other content just doesn't get the views, and so the money, it just doesn't translate. So even if I'm like producing 4 videos a month and I'm only getting a few $100s, it's not seeming like it's something that I can put a lot of time into anymore. So I don't know. I'm just gonna do what I can, you know, moving forward. I'm not gonna give myself a schedule or anything. This restaurant is priority number 1, and everything else has to like take a place. So YouTube sadly is not number 1. Foodie, she always has something crazy going on. Yeah, she does. I like her because she does what she wants to do, and she doesn't worry about what people are saying or having opinions about. Yet she claps back at them, but at the end of the day, she still does what she wants to do. Like, and I feel like a lot of people like go back on what they do because of public opinion, and it's just like, at the end of the day, do what you want. Not everybody's gonna like it, but I mean, you don't need to really worry about that. And that's what I like about her. That's what I like about her. But yeah, I don't so much like the food eating videos no more. I used to watch like Even Hungry Fat Chick because I'm just like, girl, like, what is going on? But I had unfollowed her, and I followed her again when she started like her weight loss journey, because I'm just like, that's good. Like, she finally trying to do something and help herself, and I'm like, okay, you know, maybe that'll help me get motivated because I need to lose some weight too. But now she's back on her BS and she's doing her little mukbangs again, so I don't even watch her no more. And Amberlynn, I don't know what she got going on, because I thought she had some hope to her when I first started watching her, and then I just saw like she's not doing anything for herself. And it's like the same old content. She doesn't really do much, so I just can't watch. Literally, I cannot watch. But I've been trying to get into different type of content, like business-wise, because, you know, once this thing opens and it starts making money, we want to do other business things, and I don't know, I gotta be in a different like mindset than I've been, I would say, the last few years. I've been working. Even when I was at the post office, I was going to work and I was getting off and I was doing Uber after. Trying to be an entrepreneur. I was trying so hard to be an entrepreneur. And I felt like I wasn't getting nowhere because I was spending too much money. Just overly spending. So now I don't spend nearly as much as I used to. Like, I walked through Walmart and I walked through Target the other day and I was just like, Target, oh my God, Target used to be my store. I would go in there for one thing and I would come out with 10. And I don't do that anymore. I don't go in the store and just mindlessly buying stuff, you know, just for the hell of it. Even the amount of money that I used to spend on Bath and Body Works candles, like, I freaking love Bath and Body Works, and I was going crazy every time I would order. Even though I would get them on sale, I was still spending upwards of $100 on candles every single time. And now that I'm like, no, I want to save more and start putting my money into investment things that can make me more money, I'm just not spending as much. The only thing I'm really spending money on is food, and I need to stop that too, like, honestly. Like, if I don't have food prepped, I go crazy. And then when it's time to eat, I'm hungry as hell and there's no food made, and then I just go and get like something quick. So that's my problem that I'm working on now. That's my last little thing that I gotta work on as far as spending money is concerned. She had to go back to where the buddy resides, but yeah, it's not healthy. Yeah, definitely. Ooh. I get the whole, like, you know, making content that your viewers like, right? Because I be in that situation. Like, when I was working, I felt like I was forced into making like the work content because that's what gets the most views. But now that I'm not even in the position to create that content because I don't work for anybody, oh my God, the freaking penny is going inside the printer. I don't know why. Oh my gosh. If this falls in, I'm fucking done. I don't know why he put his coins up here anyway. I think another one is in there. I'm fucking dead. Ah! Oh, Lord. But yeah, it's like a fine line between making content for your viewers that gets the most views versus content that you actually like doing. That's how I felt about the work content for a long time. Like, I know this is what took off on my channel, but I like vlogging. And now I'm like, vlogging doesn't really suit me anymore because I'm not really doing anything that's vlog worthy anymore. And then I'm like, okay, well, I want to start talking about the business stuff and like maybe trials and tribulations that we go through going through like while opening this restaurant. So that might be a good thing. I don't know. I think I just gotta try new things out because find out what could be good. But I don't know. I gotta see. I'm gonna start doing some like little research things and seeing what kind of content I could create now that I'm like gonna be here full time in this restaurant. Like, what could I show that's not too much, you know? Because I can't give too much info. Like, there's so much shit that I want to talk about, but I can't. And you know what I don't like? So when people tell people about my channel when they meet me, it's like, you gotta think about who you're telling this information to about my channel specifically, because I have a lot of things on my channel that are questionable, and certain people aren't gonna agree with it, and they like make decisions dealing with my business partner based on maybe something they saw on my channel. So I don't want him to be having things happen to him in his relationships with his people, you know, because of my content. Have I been to any concerts? No, I've never been to a concert in my life. Not one. Never. I've never been to a concert. Can you believe that? I've never been to a concert. My whole thing with concert is I like music, but I feel like I'm not super duper on one artist where I could go to their concert and be like knowing every song. Like, I'm not, like, I have artists that I like. I feel like the only artist that I feel like I could go to would be India Ari. I know a lot of India Ari songs, like a lot from like before, like a lot. But like Beyonce, or like even like, well, no, I was gonna say Mulatto, but I like Mulatto and I do know a lot of her songs, but do I want to see her in concert? Not really. So yeah, I don't know. Who knows what the future holds? I'm never gonna say I'm not gonna go to one, but I feel like I gotta be a stan of that artist to go and listen to them. And the only person that I felt like I could go when Usher, I don't know if Usher is still doing his thing, but I feel like I could go to that because I've just heard good things about it. But like, other than that, I don't know. I would rather go to a show, you know, like a Cirque du Soleil or like something like that, instead of like just going to watch somebody sing. I don't know. You said the restaurant videos are really interesting. I haven't really done too much as far as the restaurant, and I kind of just want to maybe do a little research to see what I can show and what will be okay to show, you know. I don't know, and just like see what I can talk about that's not giving too much, you know. So I don't know, we'll see. We will see. I'm gonna probably make a video just giving an update of the restaurant and maybe talk about a couple things that's happened during the process. And yeah, we'll see. We will see. We will see. I don't know where the crew is. I've been waiting for a while. What time is it? Like, literally, what time is it? It's literally 5:20. And no one's here but me for the last hour. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Thanks for the postal videos. You're welcome. Those were the highly liked videos. I think they were highly liked because I gave a lot of information that maybe is not public. It's not public for a reason. Because it's not supposed to be. But I'm glad I did it. Especially the day in the life video of a postal worker. And I got to show y'all behind the scenes of the post office. Even though they came for me. But the freaking postal inspectors came for me. Ugh, Lord. They were like, you got on the wrong shoes. And I'm like, this whole building got on the wrong shoes. Don't come for me in my shoes. It was good. I do miss the post office sometimes. Some days. Like being out on my route when my route wasn't too heavy. The rural routes, not the city routes. The city routes, I do not miss that at all. Not one bit. Not all that walking that I was doing. But the rural routes, when I was at RCA, it wasn't horrible. Being out on the route 4 hours, delivering my little mails or whatever. I don't really miss like the drama and all that, but I do miss my little postal friends. I was up in DC a couple days ago, but we were only there for a day, so I couldn't see anybody while I was there. I didn't even see my family while I was there. They didn't even know I was there. But yeah. Upside down. Bing, bing, bing. Hello. 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 Alright, y'all. I was gonna wait until my business partner got here so I could see if y'all could meet him, but he's nowhere to be found, so I don't think I can wait anymore. I might make some more coffee. I don't know. I don't know if these people are even coming. They're supposed to be here. I want to see my toast machine. Put my code in. I did all the back end of this, and I think have a couple things to maybe do, because I was thinking I had something to change and I can't remember what it was. But these are my tables, and yeah, it's my little setup, my little What am I eating for dinner? I don't know yet. I took out some chicken legs yesterday and put them in the fridge, so we should have bought some manjaro yesterday. I don't know why we didn't. So we can make durwat today. We have the sauce already made. So, I don't know. Probably make that tonight. Maybe. Just need to get some bread. Somebody's asking about some floor mats that I'm selling. We had like too many rubber mats for the kitchen in here, and we're selling the rest that we don't need. And a couple other things that we don't need. We had bought a bunch of like artificial plants, and the landlord came in and he was like, no. He was like, no. No fake plants. And I'm just like, how are you gonna tell us that we can't have fake plants? It's like, yeah, you're renting us the space and everything, but like, as far as how this is running, it's not really your concern. You feel me? You're eating liver and rice. You know what? I have a traumatizing experience about liver when I was a child, and I never ate liver again after that. And I don't know why then people would traumatize me like that. I was at this Mexican girl's friend. She's with my friend in elementary school. And I was over there, we were playing, and her mom was cooking dinner, and it was smelling good. And I was asking what was she was cooking for dinner, and she was like, she's cooking steak. So I'm like, okay, steak, cool, we better eat steak. So we sit down to eat, and I start chewing it, and I clearly know it is not steak, because that taste is not, it's not giving steak. And I'm like, yeah, I spit it out, and I was like, what is that? That is not steak. And I didn't eat anything because I was just like, no, why would you do that to me? Tell me the truth. And why would you have your daughter's friends over and be cooking some weird food that Americans really don't be eating like that? Especially children, American children. Like, no. No, why would you do that? Anyways, y'all, I'm about to go. Y'all. So, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.